The year was 2875. The Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council was filled with tension. Dozens of alien leaders sat in silence, staring at a single hologram, a blue image of Earth. For years, the Council had feared humanity. Humans were different. They grew too fast, fought too hard, and never gave up. In every war, they survived. In every challenge, they learned. The Council called them a danger to the balance of the galaxy. On that day, a decision was made. Humanity was to be exiled. Every human colony was to be erased from the stars. When the message reached Earth's fleet, chaos began. Billions cried out as their home was marked for destruction. The Council's ships entered orbit, their weapons glowing red. But a small group of humans escaped, led by Commander Auric Hale. His ship, the Horizon, carried the last of humanity's hope. As Earth burned behind them, Auric looked back one last time. "They fear us," he said quietly. "And they should." The fleet ran into the dark side of the galaxy, far beyond the Council's reach. Many ships broke down, many lives were lost, but still they kept moving. In the cold emptiness of space, a strange signal appeared, a faint pulse from a forgotten system. No one knew what it was. Some said it was a trap. Others believed it was a sign. Auric made his choice. "Set a course," he ordered. "If the universe wants to bury us, we'll rise from its ashes." The engines roared. The last human fleet disappeared into the unknown, and the legend of the exiled ones was born. Weeks turned into months as the human fleet drifted through the silent dark. Food was running low. Engines were weak. Hope was fading. Many began to whisper that humanity's story had ended among the stars. But one night the strange signal grew stronger. A pattern appeared, repeating numbers, ancient coordinates. Commander Auric Hale studied it carefully. It was pointing toward a small, uncharted region of space hidden behind a dead nebula. The fleet followed the signal. When they arrived, they found a single dying sun and one frozen planet orbiting it. The world looked empty, silent, cold, forgotten. But beneath its icy surface, scanners detected massive structures buried deep underground. Auric sent a team to explore. What they discovered changed everything. Hidden in the dark tunnels was an ancient alien machine, a massive forge powered by unknown energy. Its walls were covered with glowing symbols and strange moving light. Dr. Lyra, the chief scientist, said in awe, This can build anything." They called it the Forge of Origin. With it, humanity could create ships, weapons, even entire colonies. It was technology far beyond the Council's reach. Years passed. Under Auric's command, the humans built new homes, new warships, and a new dream. Children were born who never saw Earth, but they heard stories of blue skies and betrayal. Auric stood before his people and said, "We were cast out, but we are not broken. From this world, humanity will rise again." As the forge awakened fully, the dying planet began to glow like a star. The exiled ones were no longer lost. They had found their future. But far away in the Council's core world, strange readings appeared on their sensors. Someone whispered, "Could humanity still be alive?" It had been 40 years since humanity's exile. The Forge of Origin had turned the frozen planet into a living world, with cities under glass domes and warships rising like mountains from the snow. The humans now called it New Terra. Under the leadership of Commander Auric Hale, now old and wise, the human race had become stronger than ever before. They built fleets that moved faster than light, powered by the Forge's strange energy. They trained soldiers, engineers, and pilots, united by one memory, the day Earth burned. But whispers began to spread across the galaxy. Unidentified ships were seen near forbidden zones. Council probes vanished without a trace. Something was growing in the shadows. Then one day, a small Council fleet entered the outer edge of human territory. They came to investigate the mysterious energy readings, unaware of what waited for them. When the alien ships arrived, their sensors picked up massive metallic shapes hiding in the void. Then one by one, the stars around them flickered, and human warships uncloaked. For the first time in 40 years, humanity revealed itself to the galaxy. Admiral Nova Hale, Auric's daughter, stood on the bridge of the flagship Horizon 2. Her voice was calm, cold and filled with pride. "Open a channel," she said. "Send them a message." Moments later, her words echoed through the enemy fleet. "You cast us out. Now we return." In an instant, light filled the sky. The first battle of the new human empire had begun. The Council's ships were destroyed within minutes, no survivors, and across the stars, the rumor spread like wildfire. Humanity was back. The galaxy trembled. The impossible had happened. Humanity had returned. The destroyed Council fleet never sent a signal back. Their silence became the loudest sound in the galaxy. Soon, traitors and spies began to whisper the same words. The exiled ones live. On New Terra, the human empire was rising fast. Fast shipyards filled the orbit, building fleets stronger than any alien design. Cities spread across planets powered by the mysterious Forge energy. Children grew up learning the story of exile, not with sadness but with pride. Auric Hale, now old and sick, watched from his chamber window as thousands of ships lifted off into the black sky. His daughter, Admiral Nova Hale, now commanded the Imperial Navy, young, fearless, and sharper than any blade. One night, Auric told her softly, "We were once broken. You will make us whole again." She nodded. "And the galaxy will never forget who we are." Meanwhile, the Council gathered in fear. They sent diplomats and spies trying to confirm the rumors. Every report ended the same way, in silence. Ships vanished near human space. The Council knew the truth. Humanity had not only survived, they had evolved. Soon, Nova Hale sent her message to all corners of the galaxy. "We do not seek revenge, but we will never kneel again." Human colonies joined together under one banner, the United Human Empire. From exile to empire, their rise was unstoppable. But deep inside the Council's core, a secret plan was being prepared, a weapon older than the Council itself. The war for the galaxy had just begun. The silence between the stars ended when the Council declared war. They called it Operation Cleansing. Hundreds of alien fleets gathered, the largest armada in galactic history. Their goal was simple: erase humanity once and for all. But humanity was ready. Admiral Nova Hale stood before her generals inside the shining command hall of the Horizon 2. The holographic map showed dozens of red enemy markers approaching human space. Her voice was calm. "Let them come," she said. "We built our empire in the dark. Now we will show them the light." When the first enemy fleet entered human territory, they expected an easy victory. But the humans had mastered the ancient technology of the Forge. Their ships moved faster, their weapons struck harder, and their AIs fought like living mines. The stars lit up with fire. Entire systems became battlefields. Alien commanders shouted in panic as their ships were torn apart by human railguns and energy cannons. Other alien races began to watch, and some began to doubt the Council. Whispers spread through the galaxy. Maybe the humans were right all along. In one decisive strike, Nova led her fleet straight into the Council's core worlds. The humans fought like they had nothing to lose, because they had already lost everything once before. After weeks of brutal battles, humanity captured the Council's capital planet. The once proud Council leaders were now prisoners of the very race they had tried to destroy. But victory came with a warning. Deep beneath the Council city, Nova discovered ancient ruins, and an activation, code written in a dead language. A hidden weapon had just awakened. The final chapter of humanity's revenge was about to begin. The captured Council planet was silent, its skies dark and broken. Smoke drifted above fallen towers. Human banners now flew where alien flags once stood. But Admiral Nova Hale knew the war was not over. Deep below the surface, her team had found a sealed chamber, built thousands of years before the Council itself. Inside was a massive device glowing with red light. The name written across it chilled everyone who read it. The Sunbreaker. It was a weapon able to destroy entire star systems, and the Council had planned to use it against humanity. Suddenly, alarms blared. The machine had started to activate on its own. Across the galaxy, stars began to flicker. Nova's voice cut through the noise. "Get the Forge online. We end this now." Human fleets spread across the galaxy, racing to stop the Sunbreaker's energy waves. Battles erupted around dying suns. Entire worlds trembled, but Nova refused to retreat. "If we fall today," she said, "the galaxy falls with us." Using the ancient power of the Forge, humanity redirected the Sunbreaker's core back toward the Council's control world. A blinding flash filled the stars, then silence. When the light faded, the Council was gone. war was over. Nova stood on the bridge, watching the new dawn rise over New Terra. Her words echoed through every human world. They cast us out. They tried to erase us. But we endured. We learned. We rose. And now, she looked at the stars. We rule the galaxy. The humans had gone from the exiled to the eternal, a symbol of strength, unity, and survival. And the legend of humanity had just begun.